Good morning, everybody. We're going to go for a live yoga class at 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 p.m. Eastern. And I just have that block out there for you guys. Make sure that you do have a block for practice. If you don't have a block, it's okay and a very good idea to grab two towels or a kind of pillow like a bolster, two towels that you can roll up, and a pillow that you can use, and or I should say. And we'll get started on the hour. The playlist today is in Spotify. Again, my handle name is my friend Simone, in case you want to get the playlist. The playlist is called Yang Yin, and today's date, so May 29th. And if you're following along live this morning, you can also use the Earbuds app. It's an app. Um, you follow my name, and then that way, once I launch the music on the Earbuds app, you can be live and in the moment with me music wise. But super not necessary. Spotify is a good option. And I'll say about all of these things, the web is not to totally be trusted, right? Things drop out, sound drops out, music drops out. So just giving yourself the space around whatever we do today not being perfect, um, but just enough and just right. We're going to do an hour or so of Yang Yin today. So one block for practice. And feel free to Let me know if you can hear everything okay. Sometimes mics have a tendency to drop out a little bit in the practice as I move around, but hopefully you can hear everything just fine right now, which is a good indication that it will mostly all just work out fine. Okay. It is hot in the East Coast. I had to go shorts today. Friday, Friday. And for those catching this another time, whenever you're catching it. But as we go live, we're going into the weekend with a Yang Yin practice in about 7 minutes. And it's on the heels of a very big week. Um, not only are we in the middle of a pandemic, but I know that folks, especially in the United States, are dealing with a lot of stuff right now in terms of disappointment once again. And it's really hard to find something to guide us into a place of peace on the heels of such havoc. But I do promise you that as we move today and as we find these shapes and find our bodies and breath, there will be that little bit of space to calm the soul down, to calm the self down. And as usual, if you're ready with your props and your water and your music, ready to kind of press play, feel free to get yourself in a shavasana and lie on your back body and find a whole bunch of space for yourself. It's always nice, I was saying the other day, to on the front end of your practice, to be able to make a choice about how you want to come into your practice. And a lot of that choice happens with just stilling your body down and finding a beat, hopefully several beats before you get moving and breathing. Okay, party of 3. So like I said, if you're already here and on the mat, we do wait right to the hour in case anybody else wants to join. But if you're already on your mat, you want to find a Shavasana, you can do that. And I will launch the playlist on the hour, and I'll let you guys know as I do that. Okay, guys, so it's 9 o'clock in the West Coast, and it's 12 o'clock in the East Coast, and who knows what time elsewhere, but whenever you decide to join, we're going to start class right now. So just finding your Shavasana there. And if you want to join in to the playlist, I'm going to launch it right now. 3, 2, and it's on. And the song that's starting is called This Is Home, if you're feeling like you want to double check that. Take a deep breath in through the whole nose into the lower belly. So feel the breath travel down. And take a long breath out through the mouth. And take another breath in and feel your belly really expand and lift a little high and higher, and hold when you get to the top. And then haw it out, hum it out, sigh it out, whatever it is that needs to let go. And stretch your arms overhead on your back body. Point through the toes as you lengthen your legs closer together and reach through the fingers. And then keep that stretch and take another big breath in through the nose. And then on the exhale, draw the knees into the chest and hug on your back belly or back body. You might lift your forehead into your knees, breathe in and squeeze and round the back body. And then breathe out and put the head down on the mat. And then from here, grab the backs of the knees, right? And start to rock and roll a couple times and massage the length of the spine. This can be imperfect and kind of fun. Deep breath in and out. Take an inhale and sit up. Exhale, turn around and face the top of your mat in tabletop. Put your wrists underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes here under, stretching the backs of the feet. Take a deep breath in to drop the belly down and arch the spine. And take one solid breath out the nose to round the spine and tuck your chin inward. And then flat back through a breath in. And then go to downward face dog right away, breath out. Pedal through the feet, breathe in and out. Bend one leg at a time, breathe in and out. Wag the tail a bit, breathe in and out. Maybe you exaggerate your hip up, your hip down vibe. Bend both legs, pick up the heels, look forward, breathe in. Step your right foot, then your left foot forward and forward fold, breathe out. Make sure your feet are hip width distance, more stability in your fold. And then sway front and back of the feet. Find a deep inhale and exhale here in that sway forward and back. Bend your legs so there's more to ground through the feet. Stand up, arms overhead. Breathe in. Reach, palms to heart. Breathe out. Drop your arms down by your side body, palms open towards the front of the mat. 2 breaths here, taking a stand for yourself. It's really important that you notice how you take a stand for yourself, grounding through the feet, strengthening the legs, and imagining roots through those feet. So there's a real sense of grounding yourself in your practice. Half sun salutations. Let's have an excellent class. Wide through the arms, make a circle, arms overhead, breathe in. Micro bend and fold, breathe out. Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shins, push the shins away, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, maybe flat hands to the floor, breathe out. Micro bend, stand up, arms high, breathe in, wide through the arms or forward. Palms to heart, breathe out. Drop the arms down, ground into your roots. Then swim the arms wide in a circle, arms overhead, breathe in. Bend the legs a bit and fold, breathe out. Hands to shins, push the shins away, breathe in. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold, breathe out. Stand up, arms wide or out in front, but there's a stretch as you reach tall, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart, breathe out. Drop the arms by your side, then big inhale, sweep up. Then fold again. We'll add on a bit. Breath out. Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Step your left foot back, put your left knee down, breathe out. Anjane arms, take an inhale, breathe in. Arms high here, then hands down, sneak into plank pose, breathe out. Ground in plank. 2 breaths here to broad the upper back body and spin the elbows inward. Pressing through the balls of the feet and the bones of the balls of the feet. Heels press back to strong thighs. Take an inhale here, knees down, but not your hips. Exhale, chaturanga to the floor. Press your pelvis down in baby cobra, but look down, breathe in. And then come down a bit, breathe out. Another baby cobra, press the pelvis down, breathe in. Tuck your chin in, stay here, press through hands and knees, tabletop, curl the toes under, and then child's pose, balasana, breath out. From balasana here, press into the toes curled under, press into the hands, breathe in. And then lift the bum straight up into the sky, down dog, breathe out. Left leg high, inhale. Step through to put your right knee down, exhale. Arms high, breathe in, 1 big inhale. Hands down, step forward to exhale. Right away, stand up, arms high, breathe in. Hands to heart, ground there, breathe out. You're going to drop the arms down and then sweep them back up, breathe in. Fold weight into the fronts of the feet. Hands to shin, push the shins away, halfway up, back of the head presses into the sky. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Arms high, Anjane breath, breathe in. Sneak into plank with your hands down, breathe out. Pull your belly in, keep your knees up, broad upper back body, breathe in. With your knees up, go all the way down for 3, 2, bending the elbows in. Put your pelvis on the floor, baby cobra, breathe in. Stay a little high here, press through hands and knees, curl the toes under, through to tabletop, and then child's pose, exhale. Stay in this child's pose with toes curled under, take a breath in. Lift your bum straight up like elevator up, down dog, breath out. Right leg high, inhale. Step through on an exhale, left knee down. Anjane arms, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, step forward, breathe out. Right away, stand, ground, arms high, breathe in. Exhale, palms to heart, breathe out. Feet together, arms high, sit down chair, breathe in. Keep the bend in the legs to fold, heart to knees, breathe out. Straighten the legs, inhale. Forward fold, bow down, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in, press to the shins. Left foot back, left knee down, breathe out. Adding on, right arm high in a twist, breathe in. Stay there, breathe out. Take an inhale in your twist, breath in. Right hand down on a breath out. Anjaneyasana, breathe in. Exhale into plank, breathe out. Stay for an inhale here. Look forward on the floor. Bend the arms halfway to chaturanga. Pull your heart through for a first up dog. Fully breathe in. Look forward, not up. Down dog, breathe out. Adding on, left leg high, breathe in. Bend the leg, stack the left hip over the right with your right heel grounded on the floor. Then straighten the leg, take an inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Kick up, breathe in. Step through, right knee down, breathe out. Adding on this side too, arms high, breathe in. Interlock the hands behind the head, press the head to hands. Elbows mostly wide as you look up and back to arch. 2, 1. Come out of the arch, arms high, breathe in. Hands down, sneak and step forward, breathe out. Stand up, arms high, inhale, maybe back bend here, breathe in. Palms to heart, feet together, breathe out. Arms go high, chair pose, breathe in. Keep the bend in the legs, drawing a fold in, breathe out. Straighten the legs slow, sit bones high, breathe in. Forward fold in, breath out. Hands to shins, push halfway up, shoulders away from the ears. Then step the right foot back, right knee down. Adding on, left arm high, breathe in. Stay in the twist here, breathe out. One more inhale here. Hand down to exhale. Anjane arms, breathe in. Exhale, plank pose, breathe out. Take an inhale, firm thighs, look forward, breathe in. Chaturanga halfway, breathe out. Upward face dog, in breath here, but look forward, not up. Neutral chin. Down dog to wash over the toes, breath out. Right away, right leg high, inhale. Bend the legs, stack the hip, exhale. Left heel down. Straighten the leg, breathe in, right hip in. Knee to nose, breath out. Kick up, inhale. Step through and put your left knee down, adding on. Arms high, breath in. Interlock opposite grip behind the head, elbows wide, press the head up and back. So as you keep the elbows wide here, if there's a pinch in the shoulders, you can go a little less wide. Keeping the arch of the spine is more important. Full breath in and out. Come out of the arch, arms high, breathe in. Hands down, step forward, fold, breath out. This time, halfway lift on an inhale. Bow and fold with your feet hip width distance, exhale. Put the peace fingers to the big toes, breathe in. Flag the elbows out, pull and fold, breath out. Feel the shift of the weight forward into the fronts of the feet, like that first fold where we were swaying front and back. But sway more forward with sit bones rising high for 3, 2. Awesome. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Feet together, toes together, fold, breathe out. Stand up, arms high, a little back bend if you can find it. Breathe in. Hands to heart, crown it there, breathe out. Chair pose, arms high, knees together, toes together, breathe in. Stay in chair, but wipe the arms back long, breathe out. Reach forward and up on an inhale. Prayer hands to heart to twist to the right on an exhale. And I got this from a teacher friend yesterday. Press your right palm to the left to prayer hands to center of chest, not towards the right armpit. Stay seated low. Heart high. Good. Come out of the twist. Stand tall, arms high, breathe in. Grab your left wrist up and over to the right to pull, breathe out. Come back up, inhale. One more to the right, exhale. More space. Come back up, breathe in. Exhale forward, fold, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Left foot back, left knee down, breath out. Arms high, Anjane, breathe in. Curl the back toes under, straighten the back leg, breathe out. Full inhale here. Full exhale here. Look up, breathe in. Open to warrior 2, left heel down, breathe out. Pick up your right heel, a little more work, and then get into that lunge. Front heel lifts. You got it. Dance back, breathe in. Keeping the heel lifted, second warrior, breathe out. Dance back, breathe in. Keeping the heel lifted, second warrior, breathe out. Put the heel down, thumbs up, like you're thumbing up, right? Inhale. Right arm down, left arm high, exhale. And then press your right arm to the inside of your right leg. Open your palms, fingers wide. Full breath in and out. Spin your right rib cage forward. Spin your left rib cage back. Exalt your warrior, keep the bend, dance it all the way back. Breathe in. Cartwheel the hands, flip the left heel up, breathe out. Right arm high, inhale, twist. Stay for the exhale with the back leg strong and straight. Right hand down, breathe in. Hook the right toes behind the left ankle and chaturanga, breathe out. Then put your shoelaces down to up dog, breathe in. Downward face dog, breath out. Left leg high, inhale. Bend the left leg, stack the hip with your right heel down. Straighten the leg, breathe in. Knee to nose, breath out. Kick up, inhale. Left elbow, knee and left elbow meet. Kick up, inhale. Right elbow meet up. Keep it moving, kick up, breathe in. Step through, right knee down. Anjane arms, sweep up, breathe in. Cactus here, breathe out. Arms high on cactus heart, breathe in. Hands down, step forward, breath out. Stand up, arms high, breathe in. Palms to heart, feet together, pause there, breathe out. Drop your arms, take a full breath in. Ground through those roots, full breath out. Feet and knees together, arms high, chair pose, breathe in. Stay in chair, sweep the arms back long, breathe out. Arms high, inhale, sit. Hands to heart to twist to the left, breath out. As you hold this shape, do not hold your breath. Do the work of pressing your left hand to right hand and guiding your prayer hands to center of chest, so less towards the armpit. Wiping the left rib cage up and back. Sit a little lower, higher heart for 3, 2. Come out of it, stand tall, reach, breathe in, arms high. Grab the right wrist up and over to the left, crescent moon. Stretch. Come back up to center, breathe in. Up and over to the left, stretch. Come back to center, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, take an inhale. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Left arm high, breathe in. Twist here, breath out. Put your left hand down, Anjane arms. Inhale, curl the back toes under. Exhale, straighten the back leg. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Look up and back a little bit, breathe in. And then put warrior 2 into the mix, right heel down, breathe out. Long, we set in here. As we set in, pick up your front heel and then get juicier into that lunge. Back thigh strong for 3. Stay with it. Exalt your warrior, dance back, breathe in. With the heel up. Exhale back to second warrior. Exalt, big inhale. Exhale back to second warrior. Put the heel down, thumbs up, breathe in. Exhale, left arm down, spread the fingers wide here, bent knee triangle. So wiping the left rib cage up and back. Wiping the left rib cage forward, looking up, holding the lunge, strengthening the back leg for 3, for 2. Okay, come up, but reverse your warrior. Breathe in, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, flip the back heel up, back leg straight. Left arm high to inhale, twist with back leg straight and strong. Maybe coming into the fingertips here of the right hand. Full breath in and out as you lengthen the neck. Tons of stories going on sometimes. Stay with your breath. Breathe in. Step the hand down, breath out. Hook the left toes behind the ankle. Breathe in. Chaturanga, breath out. Up dog to shoelaces down. Exhale, downward face dog. Right leg high, breathe in. Bend and stack so your left heel is down. Straighten it, right hip in, breathe in. Knee to nose. Inhale up, spread the toes. Touch your right elbow. Inhale up, spread the toes. Touch your left elbow. Inhale up one more time. Go. Step through. Put your left knee down. Anjane, breathe in. Exhale, cactus, real open chest high. As the arms go high, lengthen the spine, breathe in. Hands down, step forward, forward fold, breath out. Heel toe, hip width distance, halfway lift, hands to shins, breathe in. Exhale, bow in, try for flat hands to the floor, weight into the fronts of the feet. Stay here in the bow. Tuck your chin in enough so the crown of the head faces the floor. And let that have a little more leverage than anything else for a beat. For 3. For 2. Bend through the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. And then heel toe wider, mat width, heels in, toes out, sit down, breath out. Swim the arms high for your squat, breathe in. And then nuzzle prayer hands to the chest, elbows to the insides of the knees. If you are going to push your elbows to knees more actively, I want you to also actively lengthen your spine and lean into the weight of the heels. Do that for 3 more breaths. Take it easy. You're going to look straight ahead, press into the heels, take the elevator up, prayer hands overhead, breathe in, stand. Hands to heart as you heel toe or toe heel in, breathe out. Kiss your toes and heels together, drop your arms, take that stand. Full breath in, full breath out. Chair pose, breathe in. Cross your right ankle over your left, figure number 4, breathe out. Sit lower, prayer, hands to heart, breathe in. Stay here or take it further and twist over that right knee. Putting your left elbow, to your outer right knee. Oh, embarrassing times for the teacher. Full breath in, flexing your right foot. Full breath out. Come out of it, stand tall, palms to heart, breathe in. Let it go, let that side go. Don't take it with you, especially if you're mad at yourself for falling out. Feet together, chair pose, breathe in. And then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Bring your palms to heart and sit lower and lower. And it might be the case that one side is easier as you look for the twist. Press through your right foot, standing foot, guide it up, stand tall, palms to heart, breath out. Take a seat, chair pose, breathe in. Exhale forward, fold, breath out. Straighten the legs here, weight into the fronts of the feet, inhale. Exhale, bow a little more, breath out. One offering to hop Halfway lift, breathe in. Pick up your heels, sit your bum to heels, breath out. Like that Malasana squat, arms high first, inhale. Exhale, palms to heart. Add on here, figure out the life of the twist that we've been exploring. Breathe in and twist to the right. Center, inhale. Toe squat and twist to the left. Like you're rinsing out a towel in your rib cage. Center, inhale. And twist to the right and maybe hook your left elbow to outer right knee. Full breath in and full breath out. Come out of that center, inhale. And maybe hook your right elbow to your outer left knee. Full breath in. Long through the rib cage, twist, full breath out. Center, inhale. Put your hands down, hop your feet to chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog to rinse it out. Downward face dog to bow it out. 3 breaths and down dog. Getting it a little different this time. Right leg high. Breathe in. Exhale, step to the right thumb. Breathe out. Put your left knee down, arms high. Anjane. Inhale. Hands to heart, twist over the front leg. Exhale. Keep your back knee down. And again, guide your prayer hands to center of the chest, not towards the right armpit. Come out of the twist, arms high. Anjane, breathe in. Curl your back toes under, straighten your back leg, breathe out. Inhale, look forward. Warrior 2, exhale. Ground in your warrior 2. 2 breaths here to look over those front fingers and kind of find the line of wrists in line with the shoulders. Breathing in and out. Scooping your pelvis down a bit. Right thigh more open. Exalt your warrior, dance back, breathe in, stay. Straighten your front leg, breathe out. Grab your right wrist with left hand, pull your reverse triangle for 3, 2. Come back up to a T, reach your right fingertips forward ahead of your right toes, inhale. Exhale, right hand down to right ankle or to a block inside or outside of the foot. Triangle pose, you might duck your back toes in. Full breath in and out. And there's a real rinse here. Your right rib cage is coming forward, your left rib cage rinsing back. And your left hip kind of pointing down for 3, 2. Left hand to left hip, look forward ahead of your mat. Step your block hand forward, Ardha Chandrasana, breathe in and out. Kick up your left arm to 12 o'clock, breathe in and out. Spread your back toes, breathe in and out. Feel the tracking of your left hip on top of your right. Maybe you bring prayer hands to heart. Maybe you slowly turn out of that, heart facing the floor. Come to standing splits. Left leg high, left big toe looking at right pinky toe. Most important part of the game. Breathe in as a halfway lift and then fold deeper out of that. Listen carefully. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale as you bend the right leg, tap the left toes to the outside of the mat. Right? And then come back up, straighten the right leg, kick the left leg high, breathe in. Bend the right leg, tap the left toes to the outside of the mat. One more time, kick up, straighten the right leg, breathe in. Bend, we're working the strength of the leg. Tap the left toes to the outside of the mat. Kick up, straighten the right leg, breathe in. Exhale, forward, fold, feet together, breathe out. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, chair pose with arms straight ahead, fingers point straight ahead, wrists in line with the shoulders. Full breath in. Slowly sit, full breath out. Kick up Navasana, breathe in. Tent the hands behind you, breathe out. Inhale, go long, dropping your heart and legs, but hover. Exhale, squeeze up, lift your heart towards your knees, knees towards your heart. Inhale, go long. Exhale, squeeze up. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. Exhale, squeeze up. 2 more. Exhale, squeeze up. 1 more. Exhale, squeeze up. Bend the legs, soles of the feet to the mat. Breathe in. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Breathe out. Seated pigeon. Full inhale here. Full exhale. Tenting the hands behind, high the heart. Breathe in. Breath out. Keeping almost the shape of the legs, put your left knee down, left calf on the floor, right sole of the foot down. Setting up for half spinal twist, right hand behind, left arm high. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Breath out. Stay here in the luxury of stillness and just being in the twist. For 3, for 2. Come out of the twist from here. Stand up as you tent your fingers on your left shin. And bring your palms to heart, right ball of the foot on the ground, right heel up. Breathe in. Exhale, twist over this right knee. Left elbow makes contact to the right outer thigh. And you can stay here in this version of the twist, or you can plant your hands down and have a little bit of an arm balance with your right thigh across your elbows, squeezing your upper inner legs. Look forward for 3, 2. Come back. Everybody come out of the twist. Breathe in. Step the hands down. Step to plank for this version. Breathe out. Take a breath in here and flow or skip it. What do you need? Full inhale. Full exhale. Kick your left leg high. Breathe in. Bend it and stack that hip. Right heel down. Straighten the leg. Take an inhale. Step through to the left thumb. Right knee down. Breath out. Anjane arms. Breathe in. Prayer hands. Twist over this front leg. Breathe out. Hold your inhale here. Hold your exhale. And wrapping the left rib away and up to the sky, bringing the hands closer to heart than the armpit for 3, 2. Come out of the twist, arms high, breathe in. Curl the back toes under, straighten the back leg, breathe out. Stay for an inhale here, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, second warrior breath out. Look forward over your front fingertips, one more breath in and out. Stay in the lunge, dip in. Exalted warrior, breathe in. Stay, straighten the leg, breathe out. Right hand, left wrist, pull your exalted triangle for 3, 2. Come up to a T, inhaling the left fingertips ahead of the left toes. When you can't reach anymore, left hand down. Can graze your left leg or go to a block. That's my style. Prop it up, reach up through the right fingertips, 12 o'clock. Wrapping your left rib cage forward and then wrapping this right rib cage back for one more breath in. Look up, shoulder blades down the length of the spine, breath out. Right hand to right hip, look forward ahead of your mat and your left toes. Walk your block forward, kick up, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. And then there's that little bit of maneuvering and breathing through the imperfection of being unstable at times, which is part and parcel of being in your practice. It's a practice, it's not a perfect. You're going to take 2 more breaths in and out. Maybe your prayer hands come to heart. Out of that, you turn your heart to the floor. You take your fingertips down on the block or floor, standing splits. Take an inhale, halfway lift. You're going to bend your left leg and point your right toes to the outside of your mat. Little squeeze of upper inner thighs. You straighten the left leg, you kick the right leg high, standing splits. You exhale, bend the left leg and point the right toes out. You straighten, inhale, kick up. You exhale one more time, do bend and point the right toes out. You straighten one last time, kick up and fold. Bring the right toes by the left, exhale. Feet together, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, bow, breathe out. Feet together, chair pose, wipe the arms forward, not all the way up. Breathe in. Palms face one another this version, breathe out. Slow and steady. Can you slow and steady meet your bum to heels? Good. Kick up, Navasana. I always need a lot of help here. Sometimes you're strong in one area, sometimes not so much in the other. So for me, I can't just hang out in this for too long. Things get compromised. I can use my lower belly more effectively if I squeeze up and hold the backs of my knees. Ardha Navasana, breathe in. Exhale, bend, squeeze in. Ardha Navasana, hovering heels and shoulders, upper back. Exhale, squeeze in. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze in. Put the soles of the feet down, tent the hands, and then cross the left ankle over the right thigh, seated pigeon. Flex your left foot here and spread those toes wide away from one another as you seat your pigeon. So you know from the other side that we've got these steps to get into that weird spot where that arm balance came. And that's where sometimes you shut down. But why not just take the steps in, even if you don't arm balance today? Stay here for one more breath in and one more breath out. And then put your right calf down. So your left sole of the foot goes down. Left sit bone down, left hand behind, right arm high. Breathe in and twist. Breathe out. And stay in the simplicity of grounding your sit bones, your left sit bone particularly. He likes to take flight. Stay with him grounded. As you press down, you find the length in your back body to twist a little more and maybe a little more. Come out of the twist. Frame your hips with your hands. Breathe in. And then exhale, get up on that right shin. Bring your hands to heart. You're on the left ball of your left foot, left heel up. And maybe you twist into this, right? And maybe that's where you stay. If your arm balancing, your hands go down, kind of like chaturanga arms. And you'll put the whole outer left thigh across and squeeze. Woo! And spread your toes. And fun stuff, look ahead. If your arm balancing, you'll come out of that slow. Return to the twists. For this version, as we come out of the twist prayer, hands down. Chaturanga, ready, arms in the bend of the elbows, breathe in. And then hop in, breathe out. Up dog, inhale, look forward, not up. Down dog, exhale out. Bend the legs, hover the knees in tabletop, breathe in. Then send the legs back, hips up, down dog, breathe out. 2 more. Inhale, hover. Pull your belly in so there's no dip in your lower back. Exhale up, down dog. 1 more. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Breathe out. Take your heels high on an inhale. A little micro bend to step to the middle of the mat. Keep your hands where they were in down dog. So you're in a kind of forward fold with your hands reaching forward. And it might be the case that you pick up the heels of the hands, go into the fingertips, and kind of usher a press of the sit bones back as though there's a back wall to lean up against and fold into that. And lean forward a bit, more weight into the fronts of the feet. If you can reach for your block, and only if you have a block, don't use towels or pillows instead of this. Put your block down on the floor so that you're staring at it vertically, kind of center to your toes. Take your hands to hips, halfway up, breathe in. All the way up, press into the heels, breathe out. Take a stand for yourself. Full inhale here and full exhale. Before we go to the block work, arms up, morning stretch, Urdhva. Interlocked hands behind the head, elbows wide, exhale. Press into the feet, look up, breathe in. Use your roots to ground you in your feet so that you can press your head to hands and arch your spine and lift your heart. Active back bend. Pull your navel in here as you take 1 more breath in and out. And then unarch the spine and come up with a proud lift. Exhale the arms down. Step the right sole of the foot on the block. If you have a block, this is what you're using it for. If not, keep your feet together. Arms high, breathe in. As you float your left palm down, you'll stand up on the block with the right foot to it and pick up your left foot for dancer's pose. Same kind of vibe from the back bend that we just set up. Imagine keeping your heart high as you kind of go for the kick, drawing your left hip in and down. Sometimes I like a little mudra with my thumb to my index finger with that right hand. For 3, 2. Come back up, breathe in, pause there. Bring the hands to hips, left knee up, breathe out. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, left arm back, and twist through the upper chest, not so much through the hips. Option to kick out with the left foot if that's where you want to go and twist that way. 2 more breaths in and out through the nose. Come forward through the heart, arms high, breathe in. Step down through the left foot and then the right foot. They come together. Hands to heart. Take the arms down. Step the left foot on the block if you're working with a block. If not, feet together. Arms high, breathe in. You step up on the block as the right arm goes down, picking up the foot like a waiter. Waiter hand, waiter tray. Knees together, inhale. Exhale, kick. Open through the heart, mudra through the hands. Turning the right hip in and down, keeping the principle of chest open. Chest high, elevate the spirit of the pose. Two more breaths in and out. As you come up, your knees are meeting. You pause there. You bring your knee right through, knee up with the hips, hands to hips. Breathe in here. I like the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right arm goes back in a twist. And you might, don't have to, add on. As you come out of the twist, both arms come up. The heart is forward, breathe in. You step back, feet together, breathe out, hands to heart. Take your arms high, inhale, maybe a little back bend. You're warmed up for that, exhale, fold. Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Plant the hands, step to plank. You might even be over your block. That's okay. Breathe out. Why is it okay? Take an inhale and plank. You're only going to chaturanga halfway, elbows in. You won't even touch the block. You shouldn't. Inhale, upward face dog. Your shoelaces plant. You're lifting your thighs. Down dog, exhale, breath. Bend the knees, hover the knees in tabletop. Breathe in. Stay here, pull your belly in a bit, breathe out. Put your knees down slow like you're savoring it. Inhale the right arm up. And then exhale, you're going to thread it through. You might need to move your block. I like to put my fingertips on an angle so your right fingertips can point to 11 o'clock. And you actively turn the left hip in and down. And you kind of wing up the right hip. And you might get more bang for your buck to wrap your right fingertips towards, or your left fingertips towards your right hip crease. But if you start to find that you're breathing with a sense of effort, and you're not enjoying as much as you could enjoy, then maybe you take that wrap of the left arm away and you surrender to the weight in your right cheek and in your outside right shoulder. And the longer you stay here, you might even feel like your body starts to feel a little bit like ice cream. It was all ramped up, it was all kind of ready to go. It had this form to it, but it is okay if it kind of melts away out of that form. If your left fingertips are wrapped behind, slowly unwrap to place the left palm to the ground. And ground down through the left palm, and then kick the right arm high out of the twist. Breathe in. And put the right hand down to tabletop. Breathe out. Arch the spine in tabletop for cow. Drop your belly. Inhale, shoulder blades closer together. Exhale, round the spine. Breath out. One more. Inhale, arch. Imagine you're doing dancers here. And then exhale, round. Flat back. Kick the left arm way high. Breathe in. And then thread it through and point your left fingertips towards 2 or 1 o'clock. Option 2 now. This time, right hand, right arm might wrap behind and into the left hip crease. But feeling the version that allows you to settle in and surrender and get bang for the buck in the twist. That open space through the left side. About 5 more breaths, giving weight away to the mat. A kind of metaphor of giving stuff away that just makes the world feel a little unnecessarily heavy. Let it go. If your right hand is wrapped behind and into the left hip crease, unwrap it. Place the right palm down on the ground, either in front of your face or underneath your left arm. Press to lift the left arm high. Breathe in. Exhale, tabletop. Breathe out. Arch the spine and curl your toes under. Breathe in. Exhale, child's pose. Breathe out. So you're pressing into the hands and the toes. In this child's pose, your toes are curled under. Press through the hands, a little yang-like effort. Take an inhale. And then push through your toes to elevator up, hips straight up into space. That should give you a down dog. Exhale. Breathe in, look forward, heels high. Walk feet, toes behind the wrists. Breathe out. Step your feet at least hip width distance, maybe wider. Sit the bum down into space. Chair pose, arms up, parallel with the floor, fingers reach forward. Breathe in. Sit down slow. Breathe out. Soles of the feet to the mat. Take your block with you. Lie down. Bring the soles of the feet or heels closer to your bum. Tickle your heels with your fingertips. Again, if you do not have a block, you can definitely use 2 towels for this. Maybe start off with one, then layer in the second one. Press through the palms and the heels, lift the bum up, breathe in. Coming into another yin pose, take your block and put it underneath your sacrum. Listen, guys, either medium height or lowest height, not the highest just yet. Try not to get there quite as fast as you're used to getting there. As you transition into the yin part of this, you're waiting, you're savoring, you're resting into things, you're easing. Take 3 breaths at least with the soles of the feet on the mat and the knees bent. You're savoring and you're assessing. And decide if maybe you could go further into sensation in this stretch where you lengthen the legs, but you also rest. You really rest and surrender the heels to the mat. So nothing here should call for too much muscle or doing. You should be able to soften the upper and lower jaw, soften the expression in your face, and let go. Surrender. Plenty of sensation might be here already. If you're going a little further, the first step is going to be, if legs are long, to bend the legs, put the soles of the feet again on the mat. Take a pause as you do that, in and out through the nose. If you're going to go deeper, you can press into the balls of the feet and lift the heels. Then lift the pelvic floor higher, thrust up, and change the height on the block. If you're using towels, this is where you'd layer a second towel or bunch up the pillow to go higher. Block is underneath the bone base of your spine, sacrum. And put the soles of the feet flat on the ground so heels come down onto the mat. Bend in the legs stays. Three breaths, as always, when there's a shift and an offering that's new, to assess, to savor, to feel. If you're adding on with a little more something for the whole leg and quad and thigh and hip, you can then walk your heel, your left heel, closer to your bum so that you can grab your left ankle with your left hand. Guys, see that? And then you can tuck your shoelaces, toes point down, onto the mat. And as you do that, this should give you a little more bang for your buck through this stretch on the left leg, into the left hip. Lengthening your arms out, palms face out, letting things go. Usually the gesture of the body signals into the space of the mind and the heart to follow suit. Stay with it. side, this left leg, and these left shoelaces tucked in. Take 2 more breaths on that side. You might help your shoelaces untie out of those 2 breaths, and then bring the left heel down onto the ground. Walk the right heel a little closer towards your bum. Grab the right ankle slow. Tuck the right shoelaces in and down. And it's completely natural to sometimes initially feel a little bit of cramping, or maybe you could play with that. Deep breath in and out. When you set the shoelaces down, coming into an open space in the chest, body, palms face up. Letting go. It's going to be so the case that the knees wide a bit and the thighs kind of splay out a little wider. You can just let that sensation and that resting of your body take more shape. Taking 3 more breaths, really bringing the breath into that right thigh, into the space of the hip. Oh, like a little massage of sorts. Deep inhale and exhale. You can bring your right hand to your right foot and ankle, untuck the toes with a little help of the hands, bring the right sole of the foot down. Listen carefully as you press through the feet to hips up a bit. Bring the bum down only so far to change the height of the block, and just have 1 beat of breath in and out there. Should feel a little tender. And then lift again the bum to bring the bum all the way down and sneak the block out slow. So you have 2 settings on the way down. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, Baddha Konasana, breath in. Sometimes it feels kind of nice if you do have a block to put the block onto the pelvic floor in this setting, breath out. And the feedback of that lower back will be tender. There's sensation there, and it's simmering down. 2 more breaths in and out through the nose. If you have your block on your pelvis, take it off. Put your hands to your outer thighs. Breathe in to close the knees up like a book. Breathe out to heel toe the feet wider and rest the knees up against one another. Feel that resting here. That helps to kind of place down a little flatter your lower back to the mat. Take your hands to your thighs, fingers point up. Breathe in as the heels of the hands rest on the hips crease. Breathe out to push your hands to thighs towards what was the front of the mat at one point. So there's space in your lower back opening up with the push of the hands. On your next inhale, stop pushing the hands, rest. And then exhale, push. Inhale. Exhale, push. You should feel a little stretch and opening in the lower back. One more time. Inhale, stop pushing. Exhale, push with the knees knocked up against one another. Stop pushing, breathe in. Tee out your arms, palms face down with the knees together. Knock the knees to the left. They'll just naturally come apart in a twist. Should feel kind of decent through the lower spine after all of that work in our supported bridge. If you want a little more, you can look over your right shoulder. We're going to hold this for about a minute, maybe even two. The trick in the hold is to kind of let go of the mentality of holding. This idea that you're holding your knees up, let them go into space, let them meet gravity. This idea that you're holding the twist, let that go too. Enabling your thighs and your knees and the body of you to feel heavier and heavier, one breath at a time. And as you really meet the heavy factor, or the ease of this pose, then you start to breathe into belly wide balloon style inhale. And to sigh out, exhale. Two more breaths. Out of the second breath, look to center so your gaze is up to the ceiling. Press through the palms to knock your knees back up. Take a moment when you get back up, knees knock up against one another. From that place, breathe in. And then knock your knees to the right, where they'll naturally come away from one another to twist. Breathe out. And move through the steps of surrendering into a more heavy state where there's less of holding the pose and more of letting go into the pose. And you might look over your left shoulder here. Two more breaths, stretching the belly wide, balloon inhale. And out to the nose. One more breath in and out through the nose. Look to center. Use the palms pressed down to wag the knees back up to center. Knees knock up against one another. Breathe in. And then exhale, let the knees come away as wide as the feet are. Breathe out. Take a step of the heels to the mat, wide, breathing in. Fan out the toes wide. Breathe out. Step the arms more in Shavasana state. A little breathing space at the armpits, palms face up. Light tuck of the chin to elongate the neck in your Shavasana. Try as you may. My invitation for you is to close your eyes in your Shavasana. And out of those eyes being closed, let yourself sweeten here to the peace of being in this shape. And especially if you feel like the forces of life, there's so much going on. It doesn't seem all that peaceful, right? At times. So this is where you need to curate your own story. This is what the practice is actually good for. Is coming to the mat and redesigning your reality. Taking stock and still, taking stock in space and ease. Finding the gift of breath and the wisdom of that meeting your body. Stay as long as you need. Take care of yourself. I'll be back here on Sunday leading a yin class. Same time, same place. Remember, be sweet. Be peace to yourself. Lots of love. Namaste.